Good evening everybody, and once again welcome back to the channel. In today's video I want to show you a hands-on lab on how to incrementally fetch data from your Apache Hudi tables using Hudi table changes and load that data into Postgres. Once we load the data into Postgres using Spark, of course, we'll run a stored procedure so that the data is deduped in Postgres. All of that is there in this particular video. So without wasting any further time, let's rock and roll with the lab. Before I begin, as usual, you know me, right? All the course material exercise files is on my GitHub page, so make sure to check that out in case if you miss out on any steps. Alright, so the first step, if you want to try this lab out, all you need is Docker, and let's spin up a Postgres. So I am on my laptop, and here you can see I'm going to be using Postgres 11 image. And issue command docker compose up -- build -d. This will start the container running locally. All right, so the next step is you have your Postgres running. Now we need a stored procedure created in Postgres which will dedupe the data. Okay, so copy paste the code. Again, it is given over here. Simply copy paste it over here. I'm gonna run it, and again the stored procedure has now been created. All right, so now we can start with the lab. So now the way we're gonna proceed with the lab, we're gonna create some Hudi table. We're gonna insert some data, run incremental queries, load into Postgres, again run the dedupe proc there, which will dedupe the data, then again put some new data into Hudi, and then only fetch those incremental deltas from Hudi, and same process, right? So yeah, all right. So first, I'm gonna create a Spark session over here. I'm gonna be using Spark 3.4 and Hudi 0.14.0. Okay. Then in a dictionary, I define the username of Postgres, the password, and the URL, the JDBC URL. So I literally ran that. Now here is data that I'm gonna insert. The name of the person is Saumil and the second name is Nitin. All right. So I'm gonna create a Spark data frame over here, as you can see. So I think the cell is running. Okay. And now I'm gonna call this method write to Hudi table, which takes a Spark data frame. Method is gonna be absurd. Okay. And this is my record and precom key. Okay. So I'm gonna run this. I should see that Hudi table created locally. Okay. So I think that's done. Now what I want to do is we're gonna fetch the data from this particular table incrementally. So see how I'm putting the Spark SQL query. So select bunch of columns over here, right? From Hudi table changes, right? This takes a path, it takes a Hudi path. From here we are saying latest date to the earliest, right? So if I run this, I want to show you, we are able to fetch the two data that we inserted into Hudi data lake. And now we're gonna perform an append operation onto Postgres. So result df.write, mode is gonna be append, format is gonna be JDBC. Here comes the URL, driver, database name, user, and the password. And after that, observe how I'm running stored procedure on Spark. I'm calling the stored public.delete duplicate. It's a name of a stored procedure. I would pass in the table name, the column on which it should do the dedupe, right? And the primary key, which is ID in this particular case. So let's run this. I will run this one over here, and I think it completed. So I can now say select everything from, I would say, public.people on Postgres. If I run this, hey, I got these two records. Now let's insert some new data into Hudi, which is new updates are coming in, right? So one update and one insert, and let's fetch these deltas and then move this into Postgres. So I have ID1, which is an update, and ID3, which is an insert, right? So again, I'm creating a Spark data frame and then I'm writing that into the Hudi table. Okay. So let me execute. Now the upsert has been completed. Now I'm performing a snapshot on Hudi table. So on Hudi table, I have three records. As you can see, ID number 1, where the name is update star, ID number 3, where the name is insert, and ID number 2, where it is Nitin. Now we know that record number 1 is an update and record number 3 is an insert. So let's learn how to fetch this incrementally. So here I'm gonna provide the commit time as 348, this one right here. So I'm gonna put this one over here. By the way, in case if you are wondering on how to fetch this Hudi commit time, I have a blog and I have shown all the 4 different ways in which you can fetch the Hudi commit time. So again, I'll leave the resources, okay? So here I'm saying, hey, give me, bunch of columns as you can see over here. And then I'm saying from hoodie table changes, I pass in the path. Here I'm saying latest date, and then here I'm giving the commit time. So I'm saying hoodie, hey, grab data from this particular commit to the latest date, right? So now if I run this, I should only see those two data points from hoodie, which is fantastic, right? I'm able to, write my incremental queries, and I'm able to fetch the delta. Now, same thing, I'm gonna perform an append operation on Postgres, and then I'm calling the dedupe stored procedure, which will dedupe the data. So let's run this. All right, so that's done. And then let's see the final snapshot of hoodie. So here I can see record 1, 2, and 3. I should see the same on Postgres, right? If I come here, run this query, record 1, 2, and 3, same record. So hoodie and Postgres are perfectly synced up, as you can see over here. So fun video, right? I hope you learned something new. I hope you learned how to execute probably stored procedure in Spark. So that's all I have for the video. The lab is on my blog, so it will literally take you like a couple of seconds to spin up Postgres and try this on your Jupyter notebook. These are some of the best ways to learn about Apache Hoodie, run incremental queries, make some pipelines, try these labs out. That's the best way you can learn about Apache Hoodie. Well, that's all I have. I hope you have enjoyed, and if you really enjoyed, a simple like and sharing the video will be great. If you have any more questions, list your question in the comment window, and I would be more than happy to answer those questions. With that being said, keep smiling, keep programming, and I'll see you next time.